Chief Executive of On. That's the new extremely popular fashion or sneakers, sportswear and now apparel. Says his company doesn't need to discount, bearing in mind what we've just been talking about there, for its shoes and sportswear at holidays. Martin Hoffmann said his company's focusing on creating the most premium product. So far, the strategy would appear to work. Look at the sales, up more than 50% since the start of the year. And its sneakers have gained traction amongst some of the top runners. Earlier this month, Helen Obiri ran the New York City Marathon in record time, wearing On sneakers. So, look, you see the logo. It took me a long time to work out what that logo was all about. And then I realized it had a little nodule on it. So I asked the chief, what was the On logo all about?
So On was born with a revolutionary technology that really revolutionized the way of running. And it's called Cloud Tech. And what it really does is it activates your body. So it turns you on. This is where the name comes from. And this is also the logo with the little switch here, which really shows it turns you on.
It is impressive the way things are going. You must be pleased. What's the main factor, do you think?
What sets On apart is our focus to be the most premium global sportswear brand. So what do we mean with premium? In the end, premium is something that you as a customer perceive towards a brand. So it's an emotion, it's a feeling, it can be identity, it can be a desire. And what we are focusing on is to curate this feeling. This starts with innovation, with the design and the quality, the sustainability of the products. It continues into the experience that you have when you shop in our stores, when you see the brand in our wholesale partners, and when you see the brand in your daily moments, when you see our athletes performing on the highest stages.
I'm old enough to have been around a few cycles, business cycles, and I've seen various sportswear products making similar claims, and it is a wheel that turns. And I guess that's what always, whenever I hear the sort of claims that you're making, I always sort of say, oh yes, but I've heard, in some shape or form, I think I've heard this before. So, sir, why am I wrong?
Because we are an innovation company. So everything starts with the product. It's the focus on innovation. And when we talk about innovation, this is both on the performance side, on the design side, and also on the sustainability side. And everything starts with the product. But then we have built a strong business model around that globally. And with that, if we look at our historical growth, On has grown because we attracted new customers into the sportswear. We have not fished in the same pond like everyone else. And this is a momentum that continues. And at the same time, if I look at our product pipeline for next year and the years to come, it's incredibly strong with many exciting products in running, in tennis, in outdoor, in every day.
Why does being a premium position mean you don't discount, say, for example, on the Black Friday sales and things like that? I've heard this argument before. It's an interesting one. I think it was Prada that notably decided to stop all sales because it felt it cheapened the product. Is that your rationale?
You need to focus on the product. And with that, you earn the pricing power. You earn the desire from your customers. And I think this is part of the DNA of the brand being born in Switzerland. We were set up right from the beginning as a premium brand. And so when we look at discounting, this is not for us a strategy to drive sales. Our strategy is to invest into the brand, invest into the consumer experience, and with that, drive that desire.
The tariffs. Now, I know they've sort of hit you in some ways, but not in others, because the tariffs come from the countries of manufacture, not from, say, Switzerland, the country of the company. But even so, the uncertainty and the shifting change of tariff rates for a company like yours with multiple manufacturing streams must be very challenging.
And this is really where our business model and the power of our business model now really shines. So through our premium position, we earn the pricing power and with that, the margin power. And at the same time, we are still a young company. We still have a lot of economies of scale, opportunities to drive operational efficiency. And both combined allows us to not only digest the tariffs, but to invest in our product, invest in the brand experience at the same level that we have invested before, and at the same time drive incremental profitability for our shareholders, which we have demonstrated over and over again.
Interesting. And there you know, now you know what the little thing on the on stands for.